of celebration. So I just want to preface that before I start. So you guys have heard a lot about the Hurricane Helene to be exact, that made landfall in late September, and it hit states like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, and the Carolinas, if you will. Now, it said it was about 140-mile-an-hour winds that went through a lot of those states, causing a lot of flooding. Even to this recording, there's flooding, there's hundreds of people missing, and there's about 180 people to this point that have been verified killed by the storm. Now, a lot of people reached out to me and told me that one of those towns, Asheville, North Carolina to be exact, was considered to be a sundown town. Now, Sundown Town is one that is not friendly to people who are not white, specifically black people, right? So the premise is you need to be out of that town before the sun goes down, sundown, right? So I said, okay, that's interesting. Let me look into that. But when I looked into it a little bit more, it said that Asheville has been extremely gentrified, that it was known as a predominantly black town. But of course, with gentrification, white people and developers, they move in and they drive up the property value and taxes because, they're wealthy, right? They could do that. And it sounds like it's, along the water, which they like that waterfront property. Okay. Now, when I learned that, I said, oh, okay. That's interesting because they said that town has been pretty much wiped out. I've seen videos of people crying, talk about everything is gone, what are we gonna do, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I'm not celebrating that happened to you, but how do you think black people feel?
Where do you get your information? I mean, who is saying these things to you that you actually believe this stuff? There's no such thing as a sundown town in North Carolina. There's no such thing as a sundown town in Tennessee. Sundown towns were strictly a Texas thing.
I'm so fucking sick of y'all. Every single motherfucking one of you. I can't believe how many people are making fucking videos like this. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. And when I say y'all, I mean black, white, or otherwise. Anybody who would have this kind of take during something so catastrophic fucking happening. People have lost their lives, loved ones. Children have died. There's hundreds of people still fucking missing and unaccounted for. And y'all want to use it for a gotcha moment and claim they're all motherfucking sundown towns? And that they somehow, trying to insinuate that they brought it on themselves? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Never have I ever wanted to be able to have the ability to go through a fucking telephone as much as I do today.
Greetings from the east, the north, the south, and this wicked ass west. The topic, sundown towns. The questions, why you think these people don't think they're gonna reap what they have sown? Let's get into it. I'm your host. I am the one.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can ask any good Christian person, any good Christian person about reparations. 99.9% of them will tell you, hell no, they don't deserve reparations. Ask any good Christian about returning the land that they have taken from the 1900s up to right now. They'll tell you no. That's the problem. These people don't think they deserve to pay for what they have done. The case of Oklahoma. There was a case in Oklahoma that I think it was a couple months ago, and they was asking for restitution. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's easy to find. The high courts denied them. You think about that. Prisoners that go to prison unjustly. The judicial system still don't release them. And they'll find any reason to keep you there. Joe Biden, your president, you Democratic fools. But anyway, he said it's not their concern about what they have done to you. He said it's not his concern. He said, lock them up. I want to play that clip. So let me take a break.
It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
Okay. With that type of attitude, what people? What they are saying is they know what they have done, but they're not going to pay. For I don't know how many years now, the case for reparations are on the table. This little scheme they pulled in California, they had no intentions of paying no form of reparations. They had no intentions of paying reparations. But they put it on the table, and then they say, nope. You know, they dangle something in front of black people, and black people say, oh, yes, yay. But they're not going to pay you reparations. How in the world can they pay you reparations when they have a prison, they have a school-to-prison pipeline? They have a program to keep you incarcerated. They have no intention of paying reparations when they want to keep you incarcerated. What is the term they use? Prison leasing. That is the new slavery. Prison leasing. That's a better term they can use. I call it slavery. And then when it's time for you to come up for parole, you can go out and work for Wendy's, Home Depot, McDonald's, whatever corporation that lease prisoners. That's fine. But when it's time for you to come up for parole, they deny you. Although you're good enough to be trusted to work for these corporations for free. But yet, when you come up for parole, you are denied. Now, let me get back on topic. When these storms come up, and they will continue to come up, why? The reason why is if this good Christian nation if they won't pay reparations, willingly, they will pay reparations unwillingly. And when these good Christian, when they whine about black people saying, hey, okay, look what's happening to your land. And they'll cry up a storm. And a lady said she wanted to jump through the phone. Ma'am, number one, you better be careful what phone you want to jump through. Because if you jump through my phone, you won't be coming back. It's just that simple. So this is what I'm saying. You will reap what you have sown. I'm coming right back.
Hurricane is coming through. And the hurricane went through. It took life, it took land, it took property. But you did the same thing. You did the same thing to people. So why are you special? Listen, I feel bad that happened to you, but I feel worse that it happened to my people.
There is a consensus going around with my people. They're saying the Most High God is tired of these people that continue to destroy his people. There's a consensus going around that it'll be like the Most High parting the Red Sea. It was a super amazing thing to see the Red Sea parted. Okay? And I can imagine, because they have never seen anything like that before, ever. Now, when we're seeing these storms coming up, we are so amazed by the destruction that the storms cause. We're amazed. There were roads, there were highways that was totally wiped out. We've seen homes going down a stream of water. It's the most amazing thing you ever want to see. I'm going to show some videos of homes being swept away. But first, I'm going to show you the coming of the Most High God. I'm going to show you this funnel cloud. Number one, is so beautiful, but at the same time, it is so scary. It is beautiful, but it's scary. The Most High God gave Moses directions. He said, go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And when Moses went to the Pharaoh said, denied. My people is telling this country the same thing. Stop the abuse. Trying to tell these people this, but they're saying denied. So there will be plague after plague after plague. The only thing we must do is follow the Most High's commandments. That's all we have to do. We're not able to go toe-to-toe with these people. We're not able. We're not able to go toe-to-toe with these people. What we can do is follow his commandments, because you will not be able to stop it. Let me show you something. like Pharaoh's heart was hardened, so is America's heart. Pharaoh should have let the Most High's people go, but he decided not to. America has decided not to pay reparations, pay no form of restitution, mass incarceration, police brutality. They simply will not stop. They're the price you must pay for what you do. The Bible said, but be sure your sins will find you out. Whatsoever a man sow, that he shall also reap. Sowing and reaping. What you put in the ground will come up out of the ground. Whatever you plant is what's going to grow. You sow seeds of destruction, racism, barbarism. You just, all of the most negative things to do, you have done it against the Most High's chosen people. And you will reap what you sow. There's no getting around it. I'm out of here. The final part of these videos is the destruction.
Not loose. Oh, that's not good. Oh, Jesus. Dude, that's from a buoy. Maybe? Well, yeah, those look like... Outside. Yep. Oh, come on, baby. It's gonna hit the pool though, right here. Holy. It just ripped it. Yeah. Holy. I missed her. have to, guys. We came quick. Love y'all. Hey, what the 107